Good evening, I'm Matt Osborne and welcome to BTV. Tonight we've got a very special show for you. We've been out and about on the town filming here, filming there, filming everywhere. But first, Steve Pereira will be with us in Quedia.
Good evening, welcome to BTV. I'm Steve Pereira and we're on Quedia, where we explore all things queer and everything media. So essentially, we explore everything. Tonight's episode, we're with Kate Hood, actor extraordinaire. Kate has had a career as an actor, director, singer, writer, which spans more than 30 years. She has performed in everything from musicals to classics, including Pygmalion, Steaming, Chicago, my favourite, and most impressively, Marat Sade, which very few people have heard of, which is a brilliant production. Her film and television credits include Prisoner, Dancing the Dust, The Floods, Blue Healers, and she works extensively as a voiceover artist. Kate, welcome to BTV.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Now, you've had a very successful career as an actor, and one of the things we were talking about just before we started on air was the transition from being an able-bodied actor to being an actor with a disability.
Well, yeah, now this is something which I feel very passionately about because I've been in a wheelchair for about 10 years, and up until that point I really had a full career as a jobbing actor and did lots of work as you've described. But since I've been in a wheelchair, my experience of being an actor and being disabled is that there's a blank space around me, that people really, my industry doesn't really have anything available for me.
In spite of the fact there's so many roles for actors for disabled people in shows.
That's right, yeah.
So what's the problem? Why?
I think that it's the same problem as with the world at large. I think that people see a person with a disability and make assumptions about them. They think that we are not capable of doing anything. For example, I've really not had a casting for 10 years.
Really?
Really. So I've gone away, I've studied psychotherapy, I did a whole lot of other things. I worked for Women with Disabilities Victoria, and I have come back in the last couple of years to the idea that actually the best way I can advocate for performers with disability is to perform. And that's how you started your own stand-up career. Is it a stand-up career or is it a performance monologue, performance artist? How would you just... It's spoken word, probably, I would describe it as, but I've begun writing monologue, short story, all of that sort of stuff, and performing it as well. And so I've been given a grant to do a show in Castlemaine at the Fee Broadway Theatre later in the year,
yeah.
Which is really wonderful. I'm very excited about that. But, you know, for me, very exciting because I feel that this is a really wonderful way of connecting able-bods to us performers.
What's the show going to be about?
It's going to be a review, which is a form that I love because it's going to be a little bit of song, a bit of monologue, a bit of spoken word, a bit of poetry, music will be in there as well. So I'm really looking forward to doing it. Really looking forward to it.
Now, as a jobbing actor, you tend to work with scripts. So you're given a script and you then have to interpret the character.
Yes.
And so it's fairly straightforward.
Yes.
You know, this is what I've got. But as a spoken word artist, you're both creator and performer. What fuels that creative impulse in you? What's...
The subject matter, probably. It really has given me an opportunity to explore, to write for characters with disabilities. And for example, the monologue I'm going to do today has been written for a woman in a wheelchair, which is something we don't see very often.
No.
So, and when we do see it, often able-bodied actors will play the part.
Now, I know, you know, with equity across casting, and there's been a move in, certainly with race, to ensure that, that there's colourblind casting. Is there formal movement within Actors Equity, any of the movements, to recognise actors with disability, to make sure that if there is a disabled character, when there are actors available to do that.
Absolutely, yeah.
To do that role rather than putting an able-bodied person in a wheelchair pretending he's disabled.
Well, the really exciting thing is that Actors Equity has recently, I think in the middle of last year, formed a diversity committee for the first time.
For the first time?
For the first time.
2013?
2013, for the first time ever.
Wow.
Which is really wonderful. And so I'm a member of that committee. Emma J. Hawkins is a member of that committee. Yeah. So hopefully things will change. There'll be a dialogue within the industry and with other people as well.
How do you foresee affecting that change? What do you see?
Do you know, I really think that more than anything, it's about being in the same room as able-bodied people. It's about going to castings alongside able-bodied actors for the same role. Because after all, I can play a mother, I can play a grandmother now.
Absolutely.
I can play...
Sorry. I didn't mean to other things as you can. I think absolutely you can play anything you wanted to.
I can play a lawyer, I can play a doctor, I can play a psychiatrist. I can play these roles. So the wheelchair is actually not a barrier to it.
And the wheelchair could actually add another psychological dimension to your character that you might not otherwise have.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah. So, I mean, for example, I did Prisoner in the 80s, and now they're reviving Prisoner with this show called Wentworth. So for me, it's sort of a no-brainer that they could have somebody in a wheelchair in that show. Yeah,
but Wentworth isn't for Prisoner 40 years later, is it though?
I think Wentworth is a prequel, so I think that it's... I'm not too sure, but I think
I need to catch up with it because apparently it's quite good.
Apparently.
Apparently. Now, you're going to do a piece for us. Can you just describe the piece a little?
The character is Esme, and she's a woman of my age who lives in high-rise council flats in Collingwood. And she's a wheelchair user. And because the lift doesn't work reliably, she doesn't get out very much. The city stinks. From up here you can smell it, even when you don't open the windows. The other day I went down in the lift. It was actually working that day. And the further down I went, the less I could smell. True. Mind you, I prefer the stink to the hordes of people down there. Give me the 17th floor any day. I don't know whose idea it was to put a supermarket at the bottom of the flats, but all these people come who don't even live here. Looking for bargains, probably. They're always there on Thursdays, which is pension day. When I have to, and only when I have to, I go down to that supermarket. And I don't know anyone there, so I just sit there and I watch the passing parade for a while. But not for too long, because the same thing always happens. Somebody always sits next to me, and I get that smile, and I get that look. I'm always fooled by it, even at my age. Unfucking-leavable. I always think that this person is going to be really interested in me, you know? So we start having a nice conversation and we have a bit of a laugh and I start enjoying myself, relaxing, you know? And then the question comes, how come you're in a wheelchair? And I start telling them, and a bit of the way into the story, their eyes glaze over. And I can see that they wish they'd never asked me, but they'll be polite for a while. Actually, I make them be polite for quite a while. And they'll find an excuse to leave, and that's okay by me. Or their eyes will tear up with empathy, and they'll have the solution. They'll tell me exactly what I need to do. One day I was coming back home and this woman came racing after me, clutching a piece of paper with the number of a faith healer in Indonesia on it. Indonesia! I don't know how she thought I was going to get there on the disability pension. And then I'll be reminded that there are plenty of people who are worse off than me, and I'll agree, and then the joke will come. Hey, You off your pee plates yet? And I'll laugh, 'cause you've got to. Pee plates. And they'll leave, and then I'll get in the lift and come home and feel blessed to be here. And I am, let's face it. My girlfriend Steph calls it my ivory tower. She reckons I sit up here with my head in the clouds, looking down on the world, passing judgment like a queen. Queen. I should be wearing a fucking tiara. Queen Esme of Collingwood. And don't you forget it.
Thank you, Kate. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
You've been watching Quedia on BTV with Steve Pereira. See you next time. Good night.
Good night.
Why are you're being so nice?
Oh, well.
I like ones where people wear very little clothing.
Oh, that too.
What types of GLBTI events do you like?
The ones where there's free cake.
Oh, the kind of GLBTI events I like are ones with plenty of alcohol, because I'm a reformed drinker. I now solely drink soda water and judge what others are doing. It's awesome.
Okay, what types of GLBTI events do you like?
Leather. Motorcycle.
Who would have thought?
Ones like today, the Bake Off, which give back to the community.
Why are you're being so nice?
Oh, well.
I like ones where people wear very little clothing.
Oh, that too.
Anything and everything. Everything from underwear parties right through to bake-offs at DTs. I work at DTs as well, so that's probably why I enjoy them so much. And things like Pride March as well, of course. And I love Midsummer.
Oh, well, cake auctioning events, of course.
Anything with this, really.
Yeah, that works.
I love Midsummer, and I love going up to chill out in Dalesford.
All the community events today is my favourite. As a baker, I'm loving today. I love the Bake Off. This is my favourite day of the year.
Midsummer and Sundaylicious.
I like them all, really. I really like, I always enjoy DT's Bake Off, and all the midsummer events are pretty awesome, especially Carnival. So, yeah, there's probably my two favourites.
I'm biased, being a board member of Midsummer and being the head of the visual arts. Obviously, it's all the visual arts programs for the Midsummer Festival. And I'm a bit biased as well, Midsummer. Everything at Midsummer. So, yeah.
What types of GLBTI events do you like?
Fun ones.
Nude ones.
These kinds. I'm going to be the nice guy here.
Well, whatever.
Yeah,
if this was nude, it would be better. This one's great. But if everyone was nude, it would be better.
The nude bake-off.
The nude bake-off. You wouldn't want to bake, though, in the nude, because you get, like, splatter and stuff, and
yeah, that could
it'll
work.
make you look like you have
that
ringworm.
Could work.
Really?
Nothing. Well,
no, all right, if you're into that
maybe
kind of
sharing a little bit too much. But I think it does get nude here at about 11 o'clock tonight, when people start smearing the cakes and the cream and the...
Hot. I have to go to the toilet.
Everything. Just about everything. Everything I can go to. I believe in supporting it all. It's a community, and I believe in supporting it.
These ones, Pride March, Joy 94.9, you're listening to Sammy. Dykes on Bikes, who I'm a proud member of. Dance events, lesbian dance events, I could go on. No, you go on, Shay.
There's really only one event of the year, and it's Pride March, first Sunday of every February.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm on the board, so I have to.
I go to so many. I like ones that are about a lot of people having fun, have a cross-section of the community a part of them, and everyone just enjoys themselves.
I thought you were going to say lots of alcohol and not many clothes.
They are fun as well. I am that shallow. It's just, like, we're outdoors. I don't want to get my kid off right now.
Stiletto rally's a fun one.
Look, Midsummer Carnival's a classic favourite. I love those sorts of events that are all inclusive and that really bring everybody out of the woodwork. So,
nothing beats good manhunt pool party.
I don't have a favourite yet. I'm still yet to experience everything.
What types of GLBTI events do you like?
What do I like? Oh, I like a lot of them, and I get involved in a lot because I actually put on a lot of them. So yes, there's lots of things I like about, and it's important that we come together as a group.
Oh, all of them. Just anything that's basically visible. Like, you know, I mean, the nightclubs are great. I mean, I work in them, but anything that, you know, we are out in the community being out loud, proud, fabulous and colourful, I think. Things like Pride March, things like, Midsummer launches, the Midsummer, Carnival, all of those events. So they just engage the community, you know, from tiny tots through to, oldies, gay, straight, black, white. It doesn't matter, you know. I love those types of community events, yeah.
Tony Abbott has a seminary-like cabinet consisting of 19 straight men and 1 bishop. Who should he add, politician or non-politician, to the cabinet to queer it up a bit?
Mr. Humphreys from Are You Being Served?
Yes,
he
correct.
would rip through them like a tornado.
Monty Diamante, because she'd pretty much probably be drunk the whole time, and that's
and
fun.
would get very handsy with Tony as well.
Yes.
Make him very uncomfortable, and I'm happy with Tony being uncomfortable, to be perfectly honest.
Correct. Or Bruce from DTs.
I am.
He'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Anyone with a good right hook.
I want Bruce to run the country.
Okay.
Well, if it's a seminary, then he should probably add the Pope, given his recent comments on gay marriage. So we want him aboard now.
Myself, of course.
Okay, here's the political one.
Okay, hang on. Politics, I need a drink.
Tony Abbott has a seminary-like cabinet consisting of 19 straight men and 1 bishop. Who should he add, queer, political or non-political, whatever, who should he add to his cabinet to queer it up a bit?
Joan Rivers or Kathy Griffin.
Senator Louise Pratt.
Oh, Sandra Sully. Come on. Oh, I love her. She'd be great.
Well, they already have the bishop, so I think that's what he covered.
You could just probably find something slightly more leftist as far as politicians go. Yeah.
Oh, isn't Christopher Pine already in there? Oh, that's rude, isn't it? Poor Christopher Pine. I'm sad that Van Stone's not really around anymore, because she takes the place of at least 3 women.
Probably Catherine Devaney. Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one. You lost me on seminary, basically.
Bishop Jean Robinson.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I like that one, Lady Gaga. Yeah.
Oh, if I said George Pell, that wouldn't be the right answer, would it?
I reckon maybe Boy George and Lady Gaga would make an impact and, you know, show Tony Abbott a thing or two about being fierce and being real. So, yeah, that'd be my 2 nominations.
David Bowie, because David Bowie should just be in politics. That's the only reason, really. I'm going to say Miley Cyrus, just because it'd be fun.
Well, he should actually really appoint George Pell, because he's clearly running the show and he looks really good in a nice purple frock.
I'd add Kathy Griffin. She would throw a really interesting story around, I'm sure.
I think I would make Sean an addition to Tony Abbott's cabinet. He's plenty gay and he's had some fantastic answers for this Vox Pop today. I think he could handle the media calls.
I'd probably say Ben for Big Brother because he's got charisma.
I would have to say it would be RuPaul from RuPaul's Drag Race. Definitely have some things to say there.
The feminist Andrea Dworkin. No, you should add her. 1 or 2 people.
Yeah,
and the president of Vic Leather, Sue Taylor. No.
Probably add Alex Greenwich, just to stuff it up. Yeah. I think he's just got a good head on his shoulders. I mean, he's only local politics in Sydney, but he's fighting for marriage equality, and I think that's great. So get him in there and shake it up.
Ruby Rose.
Look, I don't think there's anything on his side of the parliament that can camp up that. Christopher Pine could come out of the closet, maybe.
Molly Meldrum. They need Molly Meldrum. He would be perfect. He would rock them up. And do you know what? People would respect him because they do. People take note of what he has to say because he really has something to say. And he's very much a statesman in Australia. And he is very openly gay nowadays as well. So add him.
Who are you wearing today?
I'm wearing Tajay Chic.
Big Dirty Skull.
This is a fashion one. Who are you wearing today?
Bonds, yeah. I'm wearing No Fear.
No, okay.
I'm so surfy.
Who are you wearing today?
I'm wearing Tajay Chic.
Big Dirty Skull. I have no idea.
I'm wearing Myers and DJs.
Who are you wearing today?
I think I washed him all off in the shower, but there might be some leftover Stuart.
I'm wearing Calvin Klein and Versace and yeah. Oh dear.
This is a fashion question. Who are you wearing today?
Mr. Leather. Mr. S. Leather.
Okay, I'm wearing a bus company uniform, and this is Mac Leather in Melbourne in Elizabeth Street.
Who am I wearing today? This is the same designer as the Nazi uniforms, Mr. Hugo Boss. Yeah. Believe it or not. And Red Circle Boutique on the trousers. Target, yeah.
Iron Man. Nana Judy.
Today I am wearing Bonds, and I have no idea. Bonds and thongs.
This is a fashion one. Who are you wearing today?
My own juice. I think I'm wearing a dead person because I got this from an op shop. So it's probably some old guy that died and his family went through his stuff and went, "Ugh, it's hideous, that T-shirt." So that's what I'm wearing.
Actually, this is from because I was just in Indonesia volunteering in North
bring
Sulawesi,
that one up.
helping set up medical clinics and making a documentary about it because I'm a really good person.
Well, I shop at op shops. I help the poor.
I am the poor.
Annie Stevenson.
I am wearing a lovely couture gown from the Thailand sweatshops. It was made by a team of 5-year-old blind orphans. And I think they did a pretty good job.
Who are you wearing today?
Hollister, Abercrombie and Guess.
I'm wearing Donna Hay.
I think this is Kmart, so... I think this is Tajay.
I think underneath I'm wearing Bonds.
Victoria Police.
Tajay.
Vic Police.
Who are you wearing today?
It's Amongst Thieves. Is the name of the clothes I'm wearing? Amongst Thieves. I remembered that. Yes.
If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
Oh, I think I'd be a cougar. I think that kind of speaks for itself.
I tell you, that worm in the bottom of the tequila bottle looks like he's having a lot of fun. Yeah.
A seal. Because I am. Because I'm kind of that...
You are actually Seal. You're on The Voice.
Yeah. No, because I'm the kind of guy that goes and just lies on a rock and then doesn't move and then just kind of wedges myself into the water.
And
when I feel a bit like...
You do also smell a great deal.
And I go...
I think I'd like to be a cat because I'm very good at lying around in the sun and hating things.
And annoying everyone.
Yeah. And furballs.
If I was an animal, I would be a tiger so ABBA could sing a song about me. Yeah. Or Katy Perry.
an elephant, because I aspire to have their memory.
If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
No, we won't go wolf, will we?
You can go wolf if you like.
Okay.
You can go wolf. I'm a cat in a Jewish household. Definitely.
What's that mean?
A cat in a Jewish household never has to do any work, lies around, sleeps all day, and just eats.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
How was the Jewish household different?
Oh, have you never seen a cat in a Jewish house? Oh, like gods they are treated. Since we left Egypt, we treat the cats still like gods.
Probably a scorpion. Had pet scorpions, and I think they're kind of cool. So, there you go.
I had pet rabbits, and I can't really say that. Wouldn't really want to. No, I haven't really thought about that one, so yeah, not sure.
I'll answer first. Sloth.
Sloth! Me, I got that first. No, I want to be a sloth. I like the sloth.
We like to just be lazy and cuddle. Not each other, but we do.
Thanks. It's just a bit of a put down there, but I love the sloths. Don't know why. They're kind of cute and ugly and...
They're cute.
They're cute, but they're awkward looking.
True.
The mantis crab, because it can because it can smash rocks with its own claws, and it's faster than the speed of light.
I'd be a lioness because she's fierce, she's ferocious, and if you piss her off, she'll rip your head off.
I'd be a rat, because that's my nickname, Rat. So I've been called Rat for many years for many different reasons. All of them I wish not to say in front of a camera. I would be either a ladybug or a cat.
Why? Just because.
Just because.
I love ladybugs and I love cats.
If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
I'd be a parrot, because they're colourful, they get around and they make a lot of noise.
I would be a monkey, because they're lovely, they're loving, they're hairy, they're funny, and they do stupid, mischievous things. That's what I would be.
Cool.
Oh, I'd definitely be a tiger. I've got teeth. I can be fast, cunning, and I look awesome.
Oh, goodness me. A monkey.
Because?
Oh, why? Because they look like they're having so much fun all of the time.
If you were an animal, what would you be and why?
Oh, a kitty cat so I could curl up on my girlfriend's lap.
Probably a kangaroo, just for no reason, just so I like them.
I reckon I would be a donkey because it's not as glamorous as a horse, but just as much fun.
Oh, I'd have to be a cat, a black and white cat, because they have the best life. And people say they're not affectionate, they're really affectionate, and they really love their master, and they have so much fun just laying around doing nothing.
A horse. Use your imagination.
Look, I don't know how I follow that, but maybe a panda. They're always pretty cute and lovable.
Cute and cuddly.
Yeah.
I'd say a bird so I can fly anywhere.
I would have to say dolphin, because out of any other mammal, they're the only other mammal that likes to have sex for pleasure.
Now, if you'd like to help us at Bent TV, if you'd like to volunteer or become a series producer or a camera person, please contact us at www.benttv.org.au. We'd love to hear from you, and we could really do with the support and the help. Thank you. Good night.